Mustang because it's doing things that it shouldn't do, and we would like to stop it from doing the things that it is doing that it shouldn't be doing. So here we are.
So currently we have a valve train tick. On Monday morning, I pulled off the left side valve cover because I could hear the noise coming from that side, and I readjusted, following proper procedure for a 289, all of the valve train, and it shut up. But over the course of 4 days, we started getting it again. So we've got a couple of things that could be going on here. The stud might be loose and walking out, which would loosen things.
Hey, Bill.
It could be that we have positive stop studs, which I did not think of. I just followed procedure for adjustables. If we have positive stops, I just need to torque them to like 22 foot-pounds.
Did you say twerk?
Torque. Yes, twerk. Yes. And if we don't have positive stops and the studs are not loose, we're going to have to just go to the AutoZone hub store near us and go buy new nuts because the nuts are coming loose. So let's see what we got going on in here. I already took the bolts out.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Put this aside. Oh, I need the one-arm bandit.
Oh, look at all that pretty.
So, okay, without even tapping the motor over yet, that one's a little loose. That one's compressed. That one's a little loose. Yeah, I shouldn't be able to turn the push rod. And I can turn the push rod on a bunch of these. So either the studs are coming loose or these are not adjustables. They're or positive stops. I'll pull one off and I can look at it and know if it's a positive stop or not. If it is, we're just retorquing to like 21, 22 foot-pounds.
There he is again with the twerking.
And we're good to go. If it's not studs coming loose. But because every one of these is coming loose, I'm betting when I pull one of these off, it's going to be a positive stop.
What did you say about getting loose? Studs getting loose? I'm working on that. That's why I just opened a beer.
Well, I mean, there's the stud farms outside of freaking Vegas, but that's not studs getting loose. That's bunnies getting loose.
Hey, Bryce, and hey, Bill. Thank you for joining. It says right now we have 31 people watching, which is insane because we've only been live for 3 minutes. I'm actually recording this on my new phone, which is a Galaxy S26. So hopefully the image is pretty good.
It's a pretty good camera. It's better than ours, mine or yours. Okay, so I will say that was pretty tight for moving. So I bet you these are not positive stops. No. There's no shoulder.
God, look at how clean and beautiful all that is, though. That really... I feel like I got such a steal on this car because, like, it's so clean. So I wonder if that is why... I wonder if that's why they stopped driving it or they weren't driving it.
I don't know. Oh, the tick?
Mm-hmm.
So
maybe it was loosening.
I guess what I need to do is find the Allen key that fits this and see if these studs are loose. If these studs are loose, I need to retorque them. But we can get these new nuts at AutoZone.
We've already got a couple of nuts here. We might as well have some more.
Right? $2 each, 16 of them, 32 and some change. But when I tightened those, you could not rotate
right. So
a push rod.
Yeah, so it loosened up real good.
It's supposed to be to adjust these particular rockers at neutral, fully retracted. You tighten it until you can't rotate the push rod with your fingers, and then you go a quarter turn further. That's what I did, and it seemed to have backed out.
It's interesting that it seems mainly on the driver's side. There is like one I think we heard on the passenger side.
I need to get through the passenger side too, but this side is the side that is making the noise.
Greetings from Russia. Woo!
Oh,
That's quite a ways away.
man, I'd love to get an old Soviet block car and build a sleeper out of it. Like one of those, I kind of look like a BMW.
Right. Ooh.
No, comrade, it runs on beats and prayers.
So, entertainingly enough, Bryce, you'll appreciate this. I have the GoPro mounted to a window behind us filming B-roll.
Yeah, everything loosened back up. So I'm thinking we're probably going to need to go to the auto parts store and get new nuts.
What?
I think these nuts are just a little too loose.
Loose nuts.
But let me poke around, see if I can find an Allen key, double check these studs, make sure they're not coming loose.
Yeah, I've got the GoPro mounted on a window behind us. It's a little bit of a distance away, but you know, it'll be entertaining B-roll. How's our sound? We've got our mics hooked up.
Yeah, how do I sound? I'm nowhere near the fucking... Well, now I am. Nope.
Sad. That's probably the one you cut in half.
Oh, it probably is.
Ooh. Bill says, perfect sound. Awesome. We like perfect sound.
Oh,
We didn't start it.
those actually don't... Oh, we didn't.
Sad. Oh, well.
Those actually don't have an Allen key. I thought they did.
See, you kept saying that, and I didn't see it, but I was going with your...
Well, I thought I saw it. You're right.
Okay.
So... They're not positive stops. So the torquing...
Bill said, is the B-roll recording the twerking?
No. I damn near almost pantomimed that.
That would have
because
been
it's pointed
amazing.
at my ass, and it would be funny, but no.
Except you'd break my camera.
Yeah. Okay, so the nuts have got to be walking loose.
I haven't had enough to drink yet. I'm not loose.
That's not what I'm saying, dumbass. So the nuts have got to be walking loose. I had these set, and they're all loose again.
Yep.
So I guess we kind of need to stop so we can go to AutoZone.
Either that or we have brain drive you up there.
And you just stand here and play?
Yeah. I don't know. Thought process.
Rain! Oh, Jesus. I wish I could drive.
I know.
Oh,
But you've also been drinking.
true. I think that's better.
No, not for my cars. It's not.
No, because I'm going to do burnouts and shit. Oh, that's the Apache Trail AutoZone.
Damn it. Okay, so while Jeff is seeing or trying to decide how he wants to do this, I'm going to show you the next thing that I'm going to play with when we maybe tomorrow to open my door the weird retarded way. I think what I want to do on the interior here is see this, all this like orangey goopy craziness here that kind of runs. It's kind of all over, like little bits here, little bits here, little bits here. I want to Comet wash this, which is a Freiberger thing, and see if that will get rid of that and kind of clean it up. It hopefully, money and whatnot willing, I'm gonna get this thing into the paint shop and get it painted. Oh, YouTube's asking me weird things. It says, add a Q&A sticker. It said add a Q&A sticker. What's the best sandwich you can make? That's interesting. That's a weird question. What'd you say?
She's gonna do it.
She give you attitude?
Apparently, I didn't describe the direction well enough.
Oh, okay.
I told her it's not the one right next to us, it's the one on Apache Trail.
Right.
So you go past the one next to us on Ellsworth and you go back.
Yeah.
And you just keep going until I tell you to turn it.
Yep.
It's about 10 minutes away.
Yeah. It's only 10 minutes away. It won't take that long.
Yeah.
If they have the bar, if they have Comet or the bar, what did you bar
at AutoZone?
Yeah, I don't know if they will or not.
If they have Comet or Bartender's Helper, I'll get it.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to have that at all.
They might not. I mean, I do think your question is weird, but you're here to support us, so I wasn't going to give you too much crap for that. So soon here, this is going to have a custom auto sound or retro auto sound stereo that has Bluetooth inputs. They're really, really cool. They fit in the stock spot. They look stock until you turn it on, and it has Bluetooth set up in it and everything. I can't wait to do that. The other thing that I realized the last time I was playing around in here, so the Mustangs, the emergency flasher switch should be right here, like right over here, and it's not. And I don't even see the wiring for it. So I'm going to end up having to figure out the wiring for the emergency flashers and what they did for it so that I can have emergency flashers because I want them. Because who doesn't? But yeah, there's going to be a lot more cleanup going on. Here we'll get some video of the Firebird leaving. Of course, it's the daughter driving, so she has been told drive like a grandma. Bye-bye, Firebird. No. Yeah, and yeah, she was told drive like a grandma because she has no idea how to handle the power that car has. And then, of course, I still haven't fixed my gangster lean seat, and the car's a mess. It'll happen eventually. Like, the problem that I have right now is the car ended up being daily driver status because the daughter's car is broken. It is having transmission issues. We haven't been able to figure it out yet. So we've been working on that. Haven't been able to figure it out. We might have to replace the transmission or get her a different car or get the Scion working, which is way up there. And then really, really soon here, we're going to jump back into the Magnum, pull the heads off, look at the valves, see, if we bent a valve or not. One of the next things we're going to do to the Mustang too is Dynamat. We've got Dynamat. We got lots of it. Amazon Basics Dynamat. We're going to put the Dynamat in it, get it sealed up, and put the carpet in it, which I have really nice carpet for it. It's entertainingly enough, which I hate, sitting pretty much on the engine of the Magnum. Like right there. Really nice carpet. Like really nice carpet. And that came with the car. I didn't have to pay for that. And then I also have a new dash pad that came with the car, because you can see this one is just dead. And I've actually thought about pulling it and fabricating one out of some aluminum, but I think I'd like to put in a stock looking dash pad. Ooh, I did find, I found a thing online to make a 3D printed rally pack for this. And so I just have to figure out which filament I have to print in that will handle the Arizona heat. And then it would give me dual pods, one that would sit right where the tack is, and the other one on the other side. And it mimics the standard rally pack that a GT would have come with. And it's 3D printed, so instead of paying the like $300 for a rally pack, you just 3D printed. But here in Arizona, if you don't use the right filament, it will just melt in the heat. Like, oh, you see, I love the 67s. I've never had a 67. I've had two 66s, and then I've had a 07. My first 66 was the 200 inline six and the 3-speed. I loved that car. I owned it for 17 years. I had done all kinds of stuff on it. There is some video of that car on my channel. None of them are very good video, but I had put a 2-barrel carb on it. I put a 3-core radiator in it, just like this one. It had Hooker Super Competition headers on it. And then it had an HEI distributor that was a custom aluminum, billet aluminum distributor. I paid $400 freaking for that distributor, but it was awesome. And every time I popped the hood, people are like, what the heck? Because it was a Chevy HEI top with custom billet bottom to fit the 6-cylinder. Made by Mustang Mike here in Arizona. Mustang Mike passed away like 11 or 12 years ago. So the problem we're having is the rockers are coming loose, and we thought we had positive stops on it, and we just needed to torque them down more. We don't, so he's going to go get different nuts and possibly different studs, and we might replace the studs and the nuts so that it stops coming loose, because it is yeah. So I had talked to Mustang Mike a lot over the years, because when I was younger, I was super passionate about my 6-cylinder Mustang. I loved it. And me and Mike had talked on the phone for hours and hours and hours, and I spent quite a bit of money with him, because that's who I bought my distributor and the adapter plate to put the 2-barrel on. Entertainingly enough, I'd have to move all kinds of stuff. I still have a head that was supposed to go on my 6-cylinder Mustang that I bought, that was brand new, gorgeous. It's totally reconditioned, ready to go on a car, and it's been sitting now for over 10 years, just sitting there. And you know, the market for the inline 6-cylinder Mustangs and the inline 6-cylinder engines is not that great, so it doesn't really have all that much resale value. I didn't pay all that much for it 10 years ago, but you know, things were way cheaper back then. But I was going to put that on because it's a 250 head, and the 250 head will go right onto the 200 inline, and it gets you the larger log, gets you more flow, makes those engines really breathe better. I really loved my inline 6 Mustang. The 3-speed, it probably would have been horrible if it had had a C4 like this one does, because the 3-speed just made that car. And entertainingly enough, this car was supposed to have had a 3-speed in it stock. And and someone swapped it out for a freaking C4, which is upsetting to me because I would much rather have a manual. Me and Jeff are in hardcore talks about putting a T5 in this. Once I get the wife another car and we have a couple extra cars again, then that may happen. The wife would rather it stayed an automatic, but she gets my desire for a manual. The wife has driven this car. She loves it. She has just as much love for this car as I do. Oh, here's another Q&A thing. What's your favorite shape? That's ridiculous. Doesn't give you very much time to click on those. Yeah, I wish I had spent more time with Mike, because, man, he was a wealth of inline six Mustang knowledge. Yeah, right. He really did. And I mean, the stuff that he did is amazing. In fact, Bill, if you knew Mustang Mike, you might know my buddy Richard, who is a good friend of Mustang Mike's, and he runs the Arizona chapter of the inliners, which is all inline six engines. The wife can drive a stick. In fact, that's what she's daily driving right now, is my 2011 Kia Soul, which is a 5-speed. She can drive a stick just fine. She just prefers not to. The wife is an amazing supporter of mine. She's the reason why I end up in these ridiculous situations. Like, because she doesn't tell me no. So she let me buy the Magnum because it was a great deal, and here it's sat for over a year. And then, you know, I bought the Mustang, and the Mustang has turned into a daily driver, which I didn't want, but I'm okay with because it's so much fun to drive. Like, I love this freaking car. I love this car so much. You see the Comp Cams logo, and then up in the top there is the fact that these are ratio rockers, 1.6. See, I've almost bought a 3-speed a couple of times, but I would really like a little bit more highway gear. Just a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I would put a 3-speed in it if I had it, because I like the 3-speed transmission. It's a great transmission. I ran that freaking thing. Oh yeah, nobody else will put up with my crap. Yeah, she's totally a keeper. You know, when I do burnouts in this and in the Firebird, she's there giggling with me. So, you know, when I don't get yelled at for being stupid, you know, I'm all down for that. Like I was saying, the 3-speed in my 6-cylinder, like, if you know how to drive those, that's a great transmission. Like, yes, they're not great. No, they don't have synchros, and sometimes they get a little chunky between first to second. But if you know how to drive it, like, I drove my other 66 like it was the biggest, baddest hot rod in the world, even though it was almost stock. And I mean, I would leave first gear at, you know, 35, 40 miles an hour. You hit second gear was good to 70. I mean, if you're willing to push it, which I was, because those 206s are freaking bulletproof. Ooh, nice. That's great, Bill. That'll be fun. Oh, yes. Thanks, Bryce. Please share this live. Hey, Bryce, do I have you set up as a moderator on my stuff? If I don't, I'm going to have to change that. Maybe Bryce and Bill. No, not yet. I wonder if I can do that while live. I've never played with some of these things on here. What do I have? Oh, we can play games while we're streaming. That's weird. I didn't know you could do that. Okay. Squirrel. Ooh, ooh. Here we go. Ta-da! Bam. Guess what, Bryce? You're now a moderator. Done. Technology. So, yeah, like, entertainingly enough, like, here's my GoPro. Camera of a camera. And that is the GoPro 13. And I just found out that I can actually stream directly from that. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that too. Because if I can live stream some like driving videos of this, that would be pretty awesome. So, and the whole paint thing with this, like, I love the way it looks other than the peeling. If it didn't have the cracking, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys can see that. It's like, this is the original paint. This is the Wimbledon white. And if it didn't have this cracking, I would clear coat this and leave it. But the cracking is, it's monumental. And I mean, it's all over the roof here. No paint here. And then all the way down and all along the trunk, like crack. It's crazy. I mean, and maybe that's because this was single stage paint. And maybe that's why it cracked the way it did. So, you know, I totally would. The wife would like to paint it. I have never had a nice hot rod, so I'm not against painting it because it would look amazing. There's my American Racing rims, which I always wanted, and I love them. And this thing, and Bryce can tell you, this thing has the perfect stance. Slightly... Oh, okay. Yeah, I absolutely will. Oh, dude, the rims were almost a part of the selling point of this car because I always wanted these rims on my other 66, and it was the 4-lug, so everything was 10 times more expensive. But I love this freaking car. Ooh, my wife for Valentine's Day, and this is how my wife is. She bought me brand new 289 emblems, so I have brand new ones that when we get around to painting this and taking stuff off, I have new 289 emblems. And then I still need to get the horse for here, or I mean here. Get the horse back on there. And then I do need a new windshield, which I have a glass guy. It does have that one crack. It's really not that bad. And then I have to get the trim for the back, which I will probably have to pull this glass, do some preventative maintenance on some of this, and then get the trim in there. Oh, dude. I mean, if you're down, like, I'd... Duke, are you in Arizona? Oh, yeah, well, you must be then, huh? And then we put in new lenses in both of them. So it's got nice bright tail lights. I wouldn't be opposed to this having a 3-speed. It would be fun. And so when I bought the car, moving to Colorado. Okay, well, that's not that far. When when I bought the car, it had a console in it that was all cracked and ruined. And so it's got the console shift plate in it. So I have to get rid of this and put the regular shifter in it. Right, Bryce? We can always use parts. This thing is so clean. The floors are in great shape. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. There's no rust holes. There is a patch that I did find. I can't get to it right now because there's crap in the car. I'm one of those people that just stuff ends up in my car. I can't help it. It's how I am. But, ooh, so Ole's isn't here. And Bryce, the issue that we're having when this thing gets warm and it wants to stall, and Ole said it needed the spacer, it has one. It actually has a really good one. Yeah, I would take a 3-speed all day long, because this won't be my last old Ford. I love cars. I can't help myself. It's an addiction. I have a problem. I've been going to AAA, Automotive Addicts Anonymous, but they just keep trying to sell me roadside service. So, it does start to stall when it's hot. Bryce has been in the car and experienced that on our Dutch Brothers trip. There's actually video of all that on Bryce's channel. Go check it out. I know you guys love Bryce, so Right? I know. That was a good one. It's not very often I have a Friday like this. The wife regrettably had to work today, which means overtime, which is great. But I don't normally have... this does just have standard Champion plugs in it, I believe. I'm like 99% sure. No, I don't believe this has an EGR. Because there's our PCV. And then on this side, it's got the oil breather, which is right here. So this is what came on it. It's an MSD distributor. It does have the MSD box down there. So what Jeff wants to do is these headers, these gorgeous, beautiful hooker headers. Oh yeah. That give this thing that amazing sound. They do have the bung for a O2 sensor. So we're thinking about hooking up O2 sensors, and putting in a meter so we can keep an eye on that, and maybe that will help us diagnose why it's doing what it's doing. And I can say this, and Bryce can attend to it. It doesn't overheat because it has the aluminum radiator. I do believe I want to put a shroud on it because that will help. It doesn't overheat. It's just when the engine gets warmer, it just seems to you can hear the engine start to have issues as it gets warmer. You know what? I'd have to pull a plug and see. So when Jeff gets back, we'll pull a plug. And the question is, do I have a spark plug gapper? Probably not. Yeah, this car, entertainingly enough, this car's name is Ricky. It's named after a song. And I was joking with the wife. I was like, hey, if we ever get another first gen Mustang, it's a 289. This, I believe, is actually the stock. No, I haven't cleaned the PCV. So that could be part of the problem. I didn't even think about cleaning the PCV. What do you mean by the big plugs? But as I was saying, I was telling the wife, I said, if we get another Mustang, it's 15 pounds. I do need to get one with a release. I do. I appreciate that comment totally. Yeah, I do need to get one with the release. My Firebird has one, and this one definitely needs one too, because those are great to have, especially here in Arizona. And I'm curious about this. This setup looks almost stock. This is where the bag would normally hang. I don't know that it's too far away at all. I mean, it's fingers length, and I'm touching both the fins and the radiator and the fan. Okay, yeah. I mean, I could see, getting a lower pressure one for sure. Yes, it does have a thermostat. We did replace the thermostat. I think we put in a 180. And you guys can see, we replaced this, we RTV'd it, we gasketed it, and you can see we do have a little bit of a leak still. So there might be a problem with the thermostat housing. So we may have to replace that in the near future. I'm gonna right. I can't imagine that working. I mean, I know a lot of people, that don't run thermostats in Arizona because, we're here. And depending on the car, you don't need it. I know that sometimes my commentary is all over the place, so I'm going to apologize for that. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, it's not overheating, so I check ventilation. Yep, So you're saying the PCV? Yeah, it doesn't overheat at all. And then one of the next major upgrades we're going to do is that. We get rid of the single pot master cylinder, go to a dual pot master cylinder, and possibly put some disc brakes up front. Ooh, so do you think that the 15 pounds of pressure cap is causing that leak? Because that would make sense to me. Hi there, Mike Olivo. Start with the PCV. Either change it or clean it. Okay. I can honestly say, and this is going to sound ridiculous, I've never cleaned a PCV or you put PVC. Nice. We have plumbing pipe in here. Okay. All right, cool. I really appreciate that. So yeah, okay, we'll swap out the radiator cap. And yeah, I definitely want the venting, too, because it's a safety measure. Okay, yeah, we'll check the plugs. It runs great. Oh yes, it is a very good engine, and yes, no computer. The most computerized thing in this is right there. But as I was saying about this, it looks like it's almost a stock setup, but I know that these came with the bag that hung right here. Does what have a self-driving mode? I mean, I'm sure if I started it and put it in drive and just got out, it'd drive itself. There's nothing wrong with points as long as you know how to adjust them. People have just gotten so to a point to where they don't want to screw with it anymore. Okay, so I am going to find a place to set the phone, and I am going to grab another beer. Because beer. Where can I set the phone where you guys will still have a decent thing and I can still chit-chat? There we go. Some Right. I mean, most people that have these, older cars still know how to do it. It's been a long time since I've done it. I'm going to go grab another beer. I will continue to talk. I won't be able to see commentary. It'll only take me a minute. You might hear my dogs. Or you'll hear me talking to my dogs, which is always ridiculous. Baby dogs. Baby dogs. I wonder if the sound breaks up as I walk away from the phone. Okay. We are back. We have another beer. So you guys can tell me, did sound break up when I walked away from my phone, walked into the house to grab a drink? Yes, it did. Okay, great. Nice to know. So, Bryce. Oh, only slightly broken up. Bryce, how is Frankie? Where are we at with that? Okay, Bill says it's safe to go down his side. So you heard me sound ridiculous to my doggos. I am totally an animal person. I love my dogs. My dogs are a huge part of my life. I know Bryce is the same way. And I still haven't met Blue, and that needs to change. In fact, my wife is still dying to meet Blue. She thinks Blue is amazing. Was reassembling one side. Pins are usable, most likely. It was just the pivot bushings. Woo! No, I haven't met Blue. My wife is dying. She wants to meet Blue so bad. Oh, my girls, my dogs, they're sisters. They are German Shepherd Beagle mixes, and they mean as much to me as my freaking kids. Like, I love my girls. instead of having him hoot and holler on the inside so that all the neighbors hear him. I love him. We're standing outside. You just hear. Ooh. I love my dogs. My dogs are just it. They're a huge part of my life. I honestly don't know that I could sleep without my dogs. Like, they sleep in the bed with us. They're always cuddled up with me. In fact, my wife gets jealous because one of my dogs, she's just my big buddy, and she's always cuddled up with me. And my wife is like, you cuddle with her more than you cuddle with me. And it's like, I can't help it. She needs comfort. She's a big baby. 80 pounds of German Shepherd Beagle mix and a huge big baby, and terrified of big booms. She loses it. She loses it during holidays when people are setting off fireworks. She hates fireworks. Oh my gosh. Talk about sad. You watch an 80-pound shepherd shake themselves to death because they're terrified of fireworks. That's amazing. That's why you get so much work done on the cars. Now I feel lazy. The last time I was up at 5 a.m. was to pee. Because old. Right? So all your YouTube success is Lewis's fault? It's funny. I went through this existential crisis like 6 months ago, and so I work a second shift. My wife works a first shift, so we really barely see each other during the week. Right? Payments and dog cookies. Scooby snacks. So me and my wife barely see each other during the week. And there was a day where, like, I was in the bed, the wife had went to work, the dogs are all cuddled up with me, and they don't give me an inch of space. Like, I am housed between both my girls like a freaking, sardine can, pardon me. Like, they have to be touching me, and my 80-pound German Shepherd, like, she wants to put her weight against you. You're going to know she's there. And I was like, I wonder if they cuddle with me like this because they know that my wife loves me and they don't want my wife to be sad if something happens to me, or if it's because they love me. Like, I was like, maybe they just love my wife and they know she loves me, so they're protecting me for her. I did not know that your wife also worked from home. That's really cool. The whole work from home thing is crazy to me, and awesome, but crazy. The only time I've worked from home was the year that I ran my own business. And I almost lost my home in that year because it was hard. Oh. I mean, maybe some days, but my wife is pretty chill, so. Wow. Luckily, since my company opened the new building, like, I've got my 8-minute commute, so like that makes my days way better. I used to have to drive to South Phoenix, and that was 30 minutes and hardcore traffic, which I hated. But now my commute is 8 minutes, so when I go home at 2:00 in the morning, like, it's kind of awesome because the roads are empty. Yeah, my job drives me crazy because of some of the political BS, but, like, I love what I do. I love, so I'm a professional brazier. I make industrial heating and cooling coils, and I love doing it. I spend 10 hours a day with freaking a torch in my hand, and I love it. I braise, copper together into headers, and they go onto coils, and regrettably, I'm one of the people helping make all these darn AI centers, but it pays my bills, so I can't really complain too much. But I love what I make. I love what I do. I had only done a little bit of brazing when I took my college courses for welding. And then when I got this job, like, I had so little experience with it, and it fit. And it's like, gosh, where would I be if I'd taken this job 20 years ago? Oh, there's the GoPro. It's dead. Either that or it turned itself off. That's okay, because it's just been filming me standing here. But yeah, brazing has become something that I truly, truly love. And I can just about braze anything, and I can pretty much teach anyone to braze. So I'm the lead of my department. I'm the second shift lead of the brazing department, which to me is crazy. And yeah, I love it. Like, having the torch in my hand, it's freaking great. Absolutely love it. I never would have seen myself here. So Bryce knows this, but probably a lot of other people don't, but I spent 18 years in corrections. I was a corrections officer for 18 years. And then me and my wife got together, and it was just killing me. 16-hour days every other day on threat of disciplinary if you don't do it. And I was like, all right, I can't do this anymore. And my wife's like, you're a zombie. You need to find something else. So I took welding courses, and I retired from corrections. I started my own business. It went really well when I had business. When I had business, I was making good money. But it's so hard to bring in business that I couldn't bring in enough. I sound 20. I am 45. I was a corrections officer at a couple of different facilities. I worked in North Phoenix at a DUI facility, and then I worked in Florence at an actual sex offender unit, Central Arizona Correctional Facility. 18 years. And man, let me tell you, in those 18 years, that job changed. And by the end, it was not the same job. I appreciate the fact that I sound 20, which is kind of amazing and ridiculous. I don't know that I want to sound 20. Maybe that's a compliment. Trust me. Hold on. Yeah, prepare yourself. The gray in my beard says I'm not 20. The gray in my beard and the balding. Oh, Amazon delivery. What did the wife order now? Oh, man, I can't believe I made it for about the first 10 years, it was a great job. I loved it. I had a passion for what I did. I wasn't a dick, which is a big thing in corrections. If you learn you give what you get. How you doing? Yep. Awesome. Thank you. You too. How did I get into corrections? Well, entertainingly enough, so my best friend, when I was in elementary school, his dad was in corrections. Nope. You guys cannot eat the Amazon delivery guy. So my best friend, when I was in elementary school, sorry, kids riding dirt bikes. That's what you get when you're across the street. Is this? It's the best thing about my house, except for this road. I hate this road, but my mountain and stuff is fucking awesome. So I got into corrections because my best friend's dad was a corrections captain, and he'd been in corrections for a really long time. And when I was 19, he was like, "You should come work for us." Not as many as you'd expect. I've been here 6 years now, and we've only seen maybe 6, 7, 6 or 7 scorpions. Entertainingly enough, Jeff saw one last night in the chair he normally sits in. But as I was saying with corrections, he said I should join, and I was like, okay. And I wasn't old enough. You have to be 21 at the time. Now they do it at 18. It could possibly be because of the pool. And here's the thing about your neighborhood, Bryce. It's a more recent development. Oh, yes, coyotes. Coyotes we get hardcore. I get coyotes all the time. In fact, I had a neighbor that used to have chickens that ran around here. Like, I live in a regular neighborhood. Like, I'm not in this, like, weird rural community. Like, I live in a regular neighborhood. Regular street, regular houses. That side is normal houses. This side is manufactured homes. I don't mind my manufactured home. I'm cool with being trailer trash. But I had a neighbor that had chickens, and they were like free roaming chickens. I don't get javelinas. They were free roaming chickens, and me and Jeff were out here one day, and the chickens were just wandering around. They were fancy chickens too, really cool looking. And we were looking, and all of a sudden you heard, and there was a poof of feathers, and a fucking coyote ran off with one of the chickens. We were like, holy shit. But I ended up in corrections because of my best friend's dad. And so I worked in the kitchen for the Arizona Department of Corrections for about 2 years. And then I transferred over to being an officer, and I was an officer for 18 years. And I was a sergeant for about 4 years. I loved it. And then when I transferred facilities from the one in South Phoenix to Florence, they didn't treat staff right, so I never promoted again. But I was a firearms instructor. I was the fire safety liaison for many years. I did a lot of stuff. I was also I was an FTO and a CODA instructor. So I did a lot of stuff in my career. I tend to downplay that. It's really cool. I love the opportunities that corrections and the life that corrections provided for me during the time that I did it. It's a rough job. It really is. Here's the thing, like the difference between a corrections officer and a cop is a cop, you don't know if the person you're pulling over is a good guy or a bad guy. And in corrections, every single person you're dealing with is a bad guy. They want to hurt you. They don't want you around. And they have nothing but time. So they spend all day long scheming and planning, and all they want to do is screw with the officers. Wow, it has taken them a really long time to go get some nuts. I didn't expect this to take so long. Guess I should make sure like my other phone hasn't rang or something crazy happened. Oh, boo. Jeff texts me. Oh, right. Gosh, I did want to be a street cop, but entertaining. So Jeff texts me. He says, nothing is ever easy. They are sourcing parts for multiple stores for pickup tomorrow. They have 6. We need 16. Of course. But I did when I was young. I wanted to be a street cop, but because of my physical ailments, the issues with my Achilles tendons, and then being legally blind in one eye, I would never qualify as a beat cop.
All right, so we won't have them until tomorrow.
Okay.
And they didn't have studs in their system.
Boo.
But so what I need to do is I need to take a few of those apart, back two nuts up to each other, use it as a jam nut, and see if the studs are loose. If they're loose, tighten them all.
Right.
And then we'll have the new rocker arm nuts tomorrow. They're going to call me. I have to stop ignoring ones that don't say scam call.
Thank you, kiddo.
Yeah, thank you. And we'll just go from there.
Right.
It kind of sucks.
Right.
They only had 6 of them.
Sad.
And we need 16. And the guy, they're all over the place. They're all over the place at local stores.
Mm-hmm.
You can get them delivered. He just got tired of standing there, I think, or me standing there.
Right.
And he's calling stores and,
right.
coordinating the... You would think that these would be available. It's a Windsor series motor.
Yeah.
These are in 35, 40 years worth of vehicles.
Right. Plus aftermarket.
Yeah. Well, and so I'm not sure if our studs are aftermarket or not.
Right.
I don't think they are. I think we're just dealing with loose nuts.
Hey, loose nuts. I don't know what we're going to do for dinner yet. What time is it?
6.
Really? Fuck. He didn't go to Napa. Our local Napa sucks.
Yeah, they told us that no one works on their cars anymore.
Yeah.
And they just don't have anything.
Yeah, our local Napa actually said nobody works on their cars anymore.
Is my microphone still active?
I don't know.
The light's on.
Bryce says backyard taco for dinner. I don't know. Maybe I'll order some pizza.
Also, I start working on Monday.
Oh, you got a callback. Whoop, whoop.
I got a call back before I first came out here.
Yay.
To talk to you. You guys were shooting, so I didn't
The kiddo starts a lucrative job at the dawn of mix.
The Donald of Mac.
I mean, they do have the Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. Ooh. Bryce says, or the shakaroni. Who has the shakaroni? Is that Papa John's?
That's one of the pizza place.
Right. I'm just not sure who has the shakaroni.
I think that is Papa John.
All right. Whatever we do, I have to do... Well, no, I have money. All right. I was going to say I have to do it in cash, but I don't.
So this kind of sucks.
Yep.
I did realize that the proper studs for some high-end roller rockers are like $65 for the full set. And I'm like, ooh, I wonder how much those rockers are. Oh, $587. Yeah.
Papa John's research that.
Yeah, I'll order some stuff.
So that might come in the future. That might be on the engine we eventually build for this.
Yeah, so... What's that? Possible.
We're trying to source another Windsor block.
We're going to source another 289. We're to start building a beast of an engine.
Because parts are actually pretty cheap for this, no matter what. I mean, it's like a third what working on these Dodges costs. So, like, we can get a performance cam for like $450. It's $1,200 for a Hemi.
Right? Ask us how we know.
We've done one, and we're going to do another.
And I have a Pontiac over there. So, I am not car specific. I love all. There's the Magnum.
He's kind of dead right now.
Oh, God, that car's so sexy. I forget how sexy it is because it's been sitting there for so long.
Yeah. We are pretty sure.
I'm an everything person. I don't care. Engine goes fast, I'm down.
V8 vroom.
Yep.
You know, and I very controversial. Like, if I ever get the Maverick I want, I might not have a V8 in there.
That's okay.
I might put a 2JZ in there with a turbo because it'll fucking fit, and there's so much room. And that is a shit ton of power in a really small car.
Oh, indeed. Like, you know, wife is awesome. Jeff is awesome. Jeff's a huge pain in my ass, but we're pains in the asses in each other's.
Not in that way.
Not in that way.
No.
Ew. So me and Jeff have been friends for almost 30 years.
Like 98-ish?
Yeah,
It was late 98,
Yeah,
I
like
think.
on 98.
When did you stick the knife to my throat? Like late 98?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it just stuck. And now we play with cars together and
Partners and stupid.
Yep, partners and stupid. As Jay and Silent Bob say, we are
Hetero life mates.
hetero life mates.
Okay, no. For a moment, I thought those might have been in upside down, and that was our problem.
I would totally like put my phone in the tripod if I could.
You can't find the tripod, though.
I know. Oh, yes.
Okay, so that's just going to sit until tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah. Car Cam says, what? Knife? So that's a really long story.
Yeah.
Really long story.
Suffice to say, I was dating a girl that he had previously dated, and Mark, being a weird, eccentric, nerdy kid, thought he was being chivalrous and threatening me if I ever hurt her, blah, blah, blah. We ended up becoming really good friends.
Yep. We both dated her. I ended up marrying her. Big mistake.
Dodged that bullet.
Yeah, you did. I didn't. I'm paying for that bullet. It's really expensive. Yeah.
Unique weapons usually are.
But yeah, you know, I almost think that weird stuff like that is how the best friendships are made.
Well, that and rolling a car in the California desert.
Wait, what? No. Bryce said, speaking of which, Mom asked for you both to call her back. Which, what?
Oh, he's saying
Uh,
we're not actually brothers, and both our moms are dust.
Yep.
So, necrophilia?
Right? Yeah, my mom is a pile of dust. Jeff's mom is a pile of dust. So, you know. I'm not offended by that. I am on the second wife. Second wife was a huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. Yeah. Other than my children, which are amazing, first wife was a huge mistake. All right. Well, we're kind of at a stalemate. So I have to decide if we want to stay live or if we want to give it a go.
I mean, I could pull the other side and see what things look like over there.
Well, we might as well. I mean, as long as we can source the material.
So they're going to be here tomorrow. There were 5 or 6 at a bunch of different stores. So the guy's just basically spider webbing and pulling them in.
Oh, she'll be fine. Wait, which one? The ex-wife? Or the current wife? Because I've talked really nicely about the current wife. She knows she's an upgrade.
A slightly loyal dog is an upgrade.
Whoa. Oh, oh, right. Wait, or he could be talking about our moms. Do piles of dust get TV?
I don't know. Oh, that one was kind of loose. But it wasn't leaking, apparently. Well, I know I've got at least one here that is kind of stripped and doesn't really catch thread. And I don't have helicoils, so I just like, it'll be fine, and it looks like it was fine.
Oh, so we do have a 805. Because cheap and good. What size engine? This is a 289. Stock block for this car.
Not entirely sure about the internals. Next time we do an oil change, I'm going to drop the pan and get a look at the internals.
So, hopefully, if Dukes makes it happen, we have a free 3-speed coming.
Really?
Oh man, I wish I had fucking Jeff's eyes for that. Yes.
This with Lily's transmission, and we know that transmission can handle this power.
Right? Yeah. So, and then, oh crap, what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, the issue with this thing getting funky when it gets warm, we might need to clean the PCV.
That makes sense.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay. I still firmly believe, just from the way it smells, it's running a little rich.
I get that. I get it. But that, you know.
And then as it gets hotter, air density goes down, rich gets worse.
And then he also mentioned we should check the plug gapping, because is it gapped for points or is it gapped for electronic?
I have no idea. So it's whatever the previous owner did. I didn't adjust anything. I took the plugs out. I put them back
because it runs so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have no idea.
So I have to say, here's something we need to do right now on the live. Bryce, congratulations on monetization.
Oh, he hit?
He did. He hit.
Nice.
So he's in review right now and all that stuff. I'm sure he'll pass it. Congratulations. That's super awesome. Super deserving. I feel like all your 3,650 something people should be subscribed to me, but
a little bit jelly.
I am a little bit jelly.
Yeah.
Probably raspberry.
Yeah.
Raspberry? I hate raspberry. That was amazing.
Raspberry beret?
No, raspberry jam. We've been jammed, sir.
Yeah. You go Spaceballs. I went Prince.
Yeah.
You know, the kind you find at a secondhand store?
Hey, look, it's a Cybertruck. Yes, Bryce has worked really hard. The amount of videos that Bryce has put out is almost mind-boggling.
Right?
Like, almost mind-boggling, which is just crazy.
He works a lot harder at it than we do.
He does. He does. He really does. But Bryce also works from home, so it makes it easier for him.
Right. Our shifts in 4 days a week. We got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then we're doing other stuff.
I have a 76 Ford Ranchero with a 351M, and that's awesome.
I see.
Oh, yeah. That's great. Because, you know, Ranchero, I don't know about the 76. I don't think the 76 is still a Falcon chassis. So,
oh no, I think that's moving into the LTD style.
So that's almost Fox Body. I think Fox Body started in 78 or 79. What are you looking for?
What fell through?
Oh, it's on the ground.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wait a minute, where'd that go? Oh yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, your LTD was great. Oh, yeah. I remember that. It was sweet. I'm telling you, Bryce, like $40 on eBay. Frankie needs one. It's gorgeous. Like, it really is.
And it's a pretty decent air cleaner.
Oh, it's a Gran Torino frame. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Fuck, I missed the
great.
Montego.
Oh, so me and Jeff co-owned a 1970 Mercury Montego with a 302 in it, and it was awesome. Me and Jeff entertainingly have co-owned a number of cars with zero malice about any of it.
No, like whatever.
Yeah, like it's been crazy.
Well, you rolled your car in California. I lost my car in Illinois, and we co-owned a truck we got for free that we traded for a 1970 Montego that we ended up selling for like $400 because we were dumb.
Super dumb, but we were even more dumb with the truck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we would have gotten that truck running.
Oh, I have zero doubts.
Yeah.
Because I got that 66 running, and it hadn't been running in way longer than that truck.
I think that fucking thing needed head gaskets.
Right.
And
it's
it didn't
so
help when
ridiculous.
My dad came over and said that we had a cylinder out of round.
Yeah.
Well, now looking back and knowing what that would be like and realizing my dad didn't know nearly as much about cars as I thought he did when I was 18.
All right. I'm going to try and set this somewhere where we'll get some kind of views. I cannot see comments currently.
What are you doing?
I'm going to order pizza.
Oh.
So all of you have to wait. I think the GoPro is dead.
Oh, shit.
It went beep, 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 beep. We only had like a hour of recording time on it. So
this could be the studs coming loose, but I just went ahead and arranged for the new nuts.
Right. I think the studs are probably fine.
They probably are. We probably just have nuts that have been put on and taken off too many times. So the tolerances get looser.
Right. All right, let's order some pizza.
Because we have no idea what they did to this motor.
Right, we don't know what's in this motor.
Like, it's got 1.6 ratio roller tipped rockers from comp cams. It has an MSD EFI ignition system. It's got an Edelbrock performance intake, which is the go-to for this engine,
right,
if you're not running boost.
Right.
It's actually already spaced a good inch and a quarter.
I actually showed that earlier.
It's got an Edelbrock performance carburetor. But then there's things like the alternator is original style. It's not some kind of high amp.
Yep, we got to upgrade that.
Yeah, the car's natural lighting dims at idle and gets brighter when you hit the gas.
It's hilarious.
And, we just got to upgrade the electrical system. So we're putting out higher current and, be able to run some electronics because we're moving towards some electronics.
Yep.
Eventually, I'm going to wire up the mirrors, and that'll be cool.
That will be cool.
I installed stock look-alike.
There's
mirrors.
a video on it.
Yes, there's a video on it, but I installed stock round mirrors, but they have turn signal indicators in the glass like a modern car.
It's a safety upgrade.
Mm-hmm. And kind of a retro mod concept. Put new technology into an old car. The only issue is these cars do not have a natural electrical passage from the door to the chassis. I bought rubber boots, and we just got to punch half-inch holes in two locations, one in the door, one in the body, and snap them in, and then we've got electrical passages. Don't want to break a wire opening and closing the door. Definitely don't want to ground out something that might be live.
Right?
All right, let go of the valve cover. Thank you.
So we've had a pretty good viewing on this. Like, hasn't been as large as when we first started, but we've been maintaining.
Unfortunately, we both work and we don't have a whole lot of money. It takes a lot of money to keep working on cars and generating content.
Yep.
All right, what do we got on this side? Anything seem loose? Ever so slightly, but the other side is significantly worse.
Yeah.
Okay, I honestly think the nuts are just worn out.
Which is great. I mean,
well, like $36. Pick them up tomorrow.
Yep.
We'll be good to go. I can't wait to get another Windsor family motor. And I keep saying it that way because Mark wants a 289. I don't see a reason to go for a 302. The car is supposed to have a 289.
And this one's great. I love it. So now I want more.
But if we get our hands on a 351, if we got our hands on a 351 Windsor instead of a 208 or 209 Windsor, I would take that.
Yeah.
Just because the engine's capable of more.
Right.
And it's all the same stuff, just the engine starts a little bit above this one.
Yeah.
You know, you get me?
Yep.
Get your stuff leaning. Oh, well, I guess I'll grab my beer.
It's right there. Yep.
I was going to grab my tea, but it's a prop.
Sorry.
Yeah, so we've definitely got a few loose ones on this side, too. So tomorrow when the new nuts come in, I'm going to, one by one, take off the rocker arms. Of course, tap the engine around until I lose.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Somewhere around here, I've got my Lone Wolf 3000. Ah, here it is. And this shit actually works on this car. I mean, it'll work on any car. It's just a lot harder to hook up on a lot of things.
Right?
This one, I disconnect this, I hook it to that, and I hook it to the positive on the battery. Boop, boop. And blip, blip. And it won't start because the ignition system's not getting power.
Right.
But yeah, I'd love to build a new motor for this that is balanced.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Like, I can balance pistons and con rods. I can't balance camshafts and crankshafts.
Right.
Camshafts should be balanced, but unless you specifically buy a balanced crankshaft, which is what we'll end up having to do.
Right.
It'd be cool to do forged internals, but we might be getting a little out of our budget there.
Yeah.
This car is cheap to work on, but
yeah, totally.
That's moving up there. Unless the next time we do an oil change, I open this and I look in and there are forged internals in it, in which case we're building a dirt cheap, just going to work 289 and swapping it out.
Yeah.
So we can work on this one.
Right? All right.
And, you know, it's a possibility if I saw full roller rockers instead of roller tips.
Yeah.
I'd almost assume it.
Right.
And these are apparently good up to like 7,200 RPM.
All right. I'm going to grab another beer.
Fully balanced, get this thing up to a 9,000 RPM engine.
Oh my God.
Right?
Hi, babies. Babies and babies and babies and babies. Oh. Oh. All right. There was a Jeff, and now there is not a Jeff. I wonder where he went. He left his microphone too. All right. Okay, let's see. What did I miss?
Okay, I have returned.
Oh, wait. We need to hear the rolled over story in Cali. All right, hold on. We'll get to that. Let me read the other comments. Oh, thanks, Bryce. I appreciate that. All right. So the rollover story in Cali.
Should I start or should you?
I'll start because it started with me.
Yep. Well, it started with me running away.
It started with him. He ran away.
My religious extremist family. I view it that way. Some people would say it was just their normal childhood. It was just a problem for me. And I left home. I ended up staying with Mark. We both decided we didn't care to finish high school. Yep. We'd just go get jobs.
Which is dumb.
Yep.
Don't do that. Stay in school.
Like, especially considering how much easier high school is now today.
Right?
So I knew a chick in Chico, California, my hometown. Her family would give us a place to stay. We were going to get up there, get jobs, and just be people. So I'll hand that off to you.
So I owned a 1988 Plymouth Horizon, which is a four-door hatchback K car. It was awesome. I bought it for $500 out of the Jack in a Box drive-thru. I did not have my license, so the car was stored in my backyard. I was frustrated with my dad at the time because young and dumb. And so I decided, fuck it. Me and Jeff are going to get in the car and drive to Chico. So I stole my own car.
We broke into your dad's shop to get the bolt cutters.
Broke into my dad's shop, get the bolt cutters, cut the lock off the fence, stole my own car. And me and Jeff took the little bit of money we had and decided we're going to drive to Chico, California.
And we would have made it.
But so, and there's conflicting stories on this. And this is where me and Jeff differ. He believes I fell asleep at the wheel. I was
asleep.
Well, hold on. Let me preface. So the Horizon had horrible CV joints. They were really, really, really bad. Like they clicked going straight. It was bad. And so we decided to drive to Chico, and about 50 miles outside of Bakersfield, California,
where we just stopped, and we got tired of the fact that
we only had one tape. Yes, I said that. Tape. Remember, there's gray in my beard.
Tape.
Yes.
Pat Benatar's greatest hits.
Yep.
And we got tired of it. And this was before high power radio broadcasts, XM, satellite. There were huge swaths
Hello,
of
Turbo. Something is broken like shit in that fucking
it's rattling.
Like it's bad. Sorry, squirrel.
So we intentionally took a weird roundabout route because I was a runaway and he didn't have a license, and we didn't want to go through a major border check for a state border, and we're going to California. That actually exists. So we went out the US 60 and went through like Kingman and cut across and back into California. We made it to...
That's the lowrider from the New Neighbors.
Oh, nice.
That sounds good. Nice. We need to make friends with them.
Right.
They just moved in like a month ago.
Sounds like an LS. It's an S10.
Sounds great.
So, we stop at this truck stop, and it was like 1 a.m., right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, we need a new tape. And we start digging through their bargain bin because CDs were the thing and tapes were going out, and that was the bargain bin. And we found Sabbath's greatest hits.
Charlie Daniels.
Oh, yeah.
And Black Sabbath.
Yeah. And we put on Black Sabbath when we left the truck stop. Now, I fell asleep.
Hell yeah, man. Sounds great. Dude, welcome to the neighborhood. Mark. Yeah. You're actually live on my YouTube. You've got an LS? Hell yeah. I thought so. Dude, that's freaking awesome. Ah, hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's badass, man. Oh yeah. So the Magnum up there is going to be about 450, 500.
Yeah.
We stopped valves on timing. We got to pull the engine back apart.
Oh, okay.
And then and this baby is about we think 300-ish. It's badass. We're working on the valve train right now.
Yeah, our rocker arms keep coming loose. I've got new bolts showing up, nuts showing up tomorrow. I think the nuts are just worn.
Not quite getting adjustment where it needs.
I get it to where it needs on Monday morning, and by yesterday we could hear it again.
Dude, that's sweet. I've seen this thing in your driveway, and I was like, that's a nice little lowrider. But man, I had no idea it was that nice.
Fucking
Oh man, touching the pavement. Look at that. That's sweet.
I actually pulled it out and put it in the backyard to put it under the knife.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I drug it too many times. My
Oh.
control arms are a little concerning. So, but like I said, I just bought the house. So I haven't done anything in a while. So I'm like, all right.
I've been waiting for that one to sell.
Over a year or some shit.
Oh yeah,
I got an all right deal on it.
Yeah, that's great. I mean,
Well, no, I got to kill it.
no reason to overpay.
Well, no, it needed everything. It needed AC, everything. So it got
Right.
brand new floors, all that. Brand
So,
new AC.
I bought this one 6 years ago, and everything was done to it. Brand new roof, brand new AC. Like,
You got
First shift kit.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah. Cars on the Fritz.
Motherfucker, I didn't even bring my phone.
Oh, that's all right. I'm right here. Grab my other phone. Where is it? Sitting on the box.
See it.
Without my phone. That ain't even.
Dude, but I've seen this thing in your driveway. I was like, that's a sweet. Like, I'm not a lowrider fan. I'm a classic fan, but oh yeah.
Dude, I love mini trucks, but I think Baja truck. I think off road.
But way too expensive.
Oh,
because you're always
one of my buddies is asking, are you running straight headers?
No, it's got a full muffler on there. It's got dual Super 10s.
All right.
Shorty headers. I couldn't do long tubes.
Let's see. Way back in the day, I had a little Mitsubishi Mighty Max.
Okay.
And those
cool.
things, they're
The big window in the drop.
they're
back?
fucking. No, I had a 90. Those are the older ones. I actually had an 87 as well, but it was the Dodge Import.
Here's my YouTube
Ram
right there.
Power Ram 50.
I'm gonna have you add me on
Yeah.
Facebook from here.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then send me
I can do that.
'cause ain't
Yeah,
gonna- I'll
here.
forget.
All right. Go for it. See, this is car life right here. Like, you're like, hey, that sounds cool, and like this is what it's all about. This is how I became friends with Bryce. Like, this is freaking awesome.
Well, like a couple of good friends that
You
live
circled
over
back
too.
because
They
you
got a
saw
couple of
two.
these as
Love
well.
it.
You circled back because you saw two guys fucking with the Mustang, right?
Well, I came out here and I was
and I saw
videoing.
the camera and I was like, all right, either I have a Karen that's upset that I
No.
Nope, not at all.
You know how much of that rubber is ours?
Dude,
Not nearly as much as
that
the
baby.
Corvette.
That baby moves.
I saw that the other day
Oh,
going down the street. What happened to the
she's-
front end?
We
It
had
was-
everything. We
I
just
was-
didn't
neighbor
time.
said that it
So-
was a nice car, and then he was like, "Oh, that's new." I was sitting
Yeah.
there talking to my neighbor.
So,
I was like, "Oh, that's not."
I was driving to work and I didn't have enough. I was on the freeway and I didn't have enough time to stop. And I barely tapped the guy, like, maybe doing 15. And I just, doesn't have anti-lock brakes. So I just didn't have enough room. And I have all the stuff to fix it, but it's daily driver right now. So
Get
I can't take it off the road.
Optimistically, it might take
you'll
3
end up with a red
days. and-
fender, and it'll be a little boo boo, and then you'll paint.
Yeah,
it, and
right.
it'll be good.
I've actually got a black fender up there. a kind of primerish bumper, and yeah, I've got all of it.
The headlight assembly.
I just have to do it all.
All we need to do is repaint the lid.
Dab rats. Is that your business?
No. This was duct tape drags this last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then you've probably seen maybe if you haven't been all the way down the road, you've seen my Ecto, the Ghostbusters car. That's mine.
I have.
That's
my
mine.
Son Fritz
Yeah.
pointed it out.
Oh yeah.
God,
I run a charity group.
I'm all parked like an
Oh.
asshole.
There's a
They can
Mustang.
get by. That is a nice Mustang. Maybe
6-cylinder.
6-cylinder.
All right, my friend. I'm gonna get
Dude,
home.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, but I'll add and then and send me your YouTube channel.
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
Nice to
Great,
meet you, man.
great to have another car guy in the neighborhood.
I'll be able to maybe
You know what? Most of the I've been here 6 years. Everyone's pretty chill.
My buddy Matt lives 2 streets over. They're always doing car shit.
They had
Is
the
that the
flatbed lowrider a few years ago, right?
Oh yeah.
They're in a different club than me, but like, yeah, they're into the same shit.
Dude,
Oh,
that
that's great.
flatbed was amazing.
The big yellow one.
Yeah, with the big tanks on the side. Oh man,
That's sweet, man. Thanks for stopping. Hell yeah.
it ain't my thing, but I can totally respect.
Oh, I respect it. That's badass.
Burn out.
I'm down with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude. That was great.
fucking nice.
That was awesome.
Making friends with the car guys in the neighborhood.
That just made this video. That just made this video. That was fucking awesome. That's why car people are great.
Different tastes, different strokes, whatever. You know, dude, what you're doing is cool.
Yeah, that was great.
Like, I don't do the whole lowrider thing,
Yeah.
but that thing's a monster, and I respect
Dude.
it.
Well, the fact that it's got an LS in it is badass, which means he knows his shit, which is awesome.
And it sounds really
Oh, it was amazing. Oh, that was freaking great.
All right, well, we're pretty much at a standstill. Most of this side is relatively tight. My guess would be they had some issues over here and kept re-torquing the bolts.
Dude, that was great. All right, I'm going to set this down. Amanda just called me, so I'm going to call her back.
Oh, okay.
And I'll try and get you kind of a view. That'll do.
I don't know what to do.
I know. Me neither. All right. All right. I'm going to put this down and call the wife.
Don't leave me on the hook.
I know, right?
I'm just going to stand here and stare at it. Maybe I should play some, like, elevator music that's not copyrighted. Yeah, so in a perfect world, I would want to build a 351 Windsor. Same package. It's going to fit exactly the same inside the frame. It's just a bigger displacement engine. I'd go with fuel injection. I'd put a pair of turbos on it because there is more than enough room under this hood to do that. And build a car that's barely streetable. But then we have to reinforce the hell out of the entire chassis, or we're going to break the car. I mean, if I built an engine like that, I'd break the transmission, so we'd need another transmission. And if we're getting a 3-speed for free, those things are damn near bulletproof. I want a T5 instead of a T3 because I want this car to have overdrive. I don't want this car to be running at 47,000 RPM or 4,700 RPMs to do 100 miles an hour. I want to be able to cruise at 3,200 RPMs. But not to look a gift horse in the mouth, if we can put the original style transmission back into it, this is going to be pretty awesome.
Stand over there and they can see you.
I don't know if they can see me, but whatever. because according to the plates on the door, this is supposed to have a 3-speed manual, and it's got a C4 in it, which is a 3-speed automatic. Currently, it is maladjusted. When I replaced the vacuum modulator that was malfunctioning, I over adjusted it. It was shifting way too late. And when I adjusted it back, I went too far, and now it's shifting way too early. It's hitting third gear at what, like 30 miles an hour?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's hitting third gear at like 30 miles an hour, regardless of what you're doing. I just, unfortunately, don't seem to have a screwdriver that will fit in the gap. So I actually have to pull the modulator out and then make the adjustment and put the modulator back in. And I want to get this thing shifting around 5,200 at full throttle, because that's approaching like the limit for a stock version of this motor. And we know our valve train is tested for over 7,000. So I really think somebody was starting to, or actually fully completed, building a Shelby clone here, or a close facsimile anyway. These rocker arms, the spring assemblies, they're supposed to be rated to like 7,200. Again, we don't know what the cam is. We don't know much about this motor. It's what happens when you buy a 60-year-old car. We just know it's had work done on it. And the only way to know would be to pull things out, start taking measurements on the cam, figuring out what's actually in there. It's definitely not stock, but it's not super aggressive. It's got that kind of underwater glug sound, but no big heavy chop to it. But if I could build a new motor and, make an actual streetable psycho car that won't really do more than 140, just due to gear ratios, it'd be kind of fun. Of course, it's not my car. It's what Mark wants. Oh, welcome back.
Yay. So, I just looked, and we have gained almost 10 subs during this live.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty awesome.
Well, I mean, people like watching two dumbasses fuck with shit.
I really appreciate that. Someone said, No,
I was babbling for a while.
Well, someone said I'd go with the Mustang 2 front end.
Yeah. That is an incredibly common thing. Then you can actually fit a big block in here. And the Mustang 2 front end is the go-to when you're building a track car Mustang.
Right. This thing fucking feels like a track car Mustang. It is
stock.
This thing is solid. Like Bryce can attest to that. He's went over bumps in this car. This thing is solid.
Yeah, it handles the shit through Apache way better than the Firebird does.
Yeah.
Hey, I also got to say, she respects that car. She drives it like an old lady.
I know she does.
To take it out on the weekend and punch it.
I did today.
Yeah. Keep the carbon buildup, but she is terrified of hurting it because she thinks you'll kill her. And I think that's a good place.
She's not wrong. Oh,
we're coming down the road. She just idles the whole way. I'm like, you can hit the gas. She goes, I'm doing 20. Okay.
So, yeah, this is the kid's normal car. This is her handiwork right here. And it's having, we think, transmission issues. We're not sure
It's not really horribly acting like a bad CVT. It's acting like limp mode, but I'm not getting any more codes. I've cleared, fixed everything. You hit the gas, you put it to the floor. It has no guts. The RPMs go up way faster than the speed, which that would be a CVT, but it should be synchronizing. It's not putting out the power, I think. I don't know CVTs. This is one of the dumbest pieces of technology. They invented this 100 years ago and didn't decide they wanted it because it's crap. It doesn't last. And then suddenly Nissan's building them.
Yeah. Oh, now all kinds of places are building them.
Right.
But yeah. So the daughter is daily driving the Firebird, which is an absolute beast. Or a coyote will slide in. So listen, car cam, I don't have that kind of money. I couldn't afford a coyote motor if I wanted to.
Oh man. And you know what? Unless we're going to boost it, I don't see a reason.
Yeah.
We can get great power out of this. We build a new one.
You know what comes with great power?
Great responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay, Uncle Ben. Are you made of rice?
It's possible.
No.
I will be in a minute.
I was babbling for a second. I only see a reason to put a coyote in here if we're going to boost it. And I don't want to cut a hole in this hood, do you?
No.
So I don't
I've done that once. I don't want to do it again.
Oh, it looked good on Lily.
I feel bad about it.
That offset cut because it was a 6-cylinder?
Yeah, I feel bad. I do.
It was a stock hood. It wasn't.
I know, but still.
What are they, like $250 for a new one?
I don't know. They don't make new ones.
No, they do. They make an entire fucking Mustang.
Well, yeah, but it's not a 60-year-old hood.
No, but it's exactly the same. So we're not going to supercharge it. And if I was going to turbo anything in this car, I'd commit sacrilege and put a freaking Japanese tuner motor in that so I could...
Not in my car, you wouldn't.
Well, and that's kind of the point. But if I'm going to move away from the concepts of a naturally aspirated big American engine, I'm going to put the best thing I can in there. So when I start slapping turbos on things, I don't think a big V8 with a long stroke.
Yeah.
I think an inline 4 or a 6-cylinder, not a V anything.
Yeah.
And I think of like 40 pounds of boost, you know?
Yeah.
It's just different philosophies.
Right.
I mean, there's that one guy that K-swapped his first generation Mustang and everything.
God, he gets so much hate for that car.
And I respect what he did.
I do. Yes, it is a 289. Thank you for joining us, Joe Mack. It is a 289. We're having slight valve train issues. Everything, we tightened it down last week and everything is loosened back up. So we think we need new nuts.
Yeah, I think the nuts have been used way too many times. I've got new nuts showing up at our local AutoZone hub store tomorrow. When I get the new nuts, I'm going to back everything off. I'm going to use 2 old nuts as jam nuts and make sure the studs are tight. That one's loose.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just showing you pretty.
Yeah.
Because pretty.
So I think at some point through the process of everything they did, either they didn't use new nuts or these nuts have just been put on and taken off a number of times through work on this. And again, we have no idea what's been done to this engine.
Yeah.
But it's clean as hell. It's got upgraded springs, 1.6 ratio roller tipped rockers from CompCam. It definitely has a cam. It's got an upgraded MDS, HFI, HEI?
It's electronic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's things like,
Oh yeah, and this thing sounds amazing. I've got video of just the exhaust of this car.
oh yeah, and it sounds really good when there's no tick going on.
And so it has, it has the headers. It's got an H pipe in it, and then these pretty cool trumpets down here, which actually I like.
See, I don't. I want to put the GT running board in there and
Yeah.
And I know,
Blah, 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 blah,
but
blah.
we can both weld.
All right, so we're at pretty much 2 hours for this video. Our dinner's going to show up any minute here, so I think when we're pretty much done with any progress we're going to make today.
Yeah, we're not going any further.
Hopefully there's more that happens tomorrow. If so, we'll probably go live for some of that. So, like, sub, all that craziness, and we'll be back tomorrow. Right? Boom, baby. So,
not Emerald.
That's Bryce's thing. And that's bam.
Oh, right. Okay, never mind.
Here's our pizza. All right. Thanks, everybody. Like, sub, all that fun stuff.
Where's the case?